So far this season, one of the things Coach Bray has mentioned that he's been pretty pleased with is the run defense. What do you see that's been going right with the unit and run defense so far?
They're playing the way that Coach Bray wants. There's a lot of physicality up front, and also just having, I think we've talked about this really in the past, is having those guys come back that have been in the system now, that are a little bit bigger, a little bit stronger, and that's, obviously helps out.
He also mentioned that it takes some time getting used to playing in his system where the defensive front is expected to attack instead of sitting back. What do you see about that? Do you see players growing more comfortable with that expectation for how they're going to approach the game?
Yeah. It's always a work in progress. Every game. After we're done, you obviously the record doesn't reflect what we want, and we're battling, and the mood is always a little down after games. But then you put on the film and you're watching. It's like, okay, there are some good things, but obviously there's always things to clean up. Always things that. I think that they're playing with effort up front. I think the boys are playing hard with effort, and at least there's no violation of just our core belief of just who we are and how we play when it comes to that. But there's always things to improve.
Defensive line was able to get after the quarterback a little more often against Texas Tech last week. What did you see there, and do you think that's still an area of growth for your unit going forward into Oregon this weekend?
Yeah, always a place to improve on. I think like, again, going back to just kind of their effort. We've got to earn the right to be in the situations where teams are passing, and when we get them, we've got to turn it up. And I think the boys are responding that way. We've got to react now to screens. We're starting to see those just with the way that we're rushing and just the different looks that we give. But there's always things to improve. But we, at least up front, pleased with the effort, pleased with just the want to and the attitude, and we not necessarily getting the result that we want on the field as a team, but there are some positive things up front. We just got to keep chipping away at it.
And for your unit, how difficult is it to prepare for a team that has so many running backs touching the ball, so many different types of running backs, style-wise touching the ball? What type of difficulty does that add to your game plan?
Oh yeah, the backs are phenomenal players, and then you put an O-line as big and strong as they are. It just makes it a lot difficult. They do a good job mounting people up, and they're rushing for a lot of yards, and they've got multiple backs, and so. Definitely a challenge ahead of us, but excited about the challenge for the boys. I think that they're hungry to get out there and show what they can do.
This rivalry series, as you've been on Oregon State staff for a couple of years, what does this game come to mean to you? All rivalries are unique in their own way. And this will be the third time for me. My first time was 2015. Where Ryan Nall went off for, I think, 300-plus yards or something like that, and we ended up losing a high-scoring game. But I was a defensive coach. It's just, there was a lot to celebrate offensively that day, but defensively we couldn't stop anything, and so it felt tough. But and I think it's always fun to get into these rivalries. I think it definitely means something to the state, means something to the kids and the players, and with where we're at, just with our programs, just kind of the different directions that we've gone. It means a lot to us to come out and to prove that we belong.
Absolutely, and no question that Oregon has one of the most potent offenses right now in college football, averaging a little over 500 yards a game. Right? Can you talk to me about how important it is for your unit to get after Dante, put that pressure on him, make him uncomfortable? Can you talk to me a little bit about that?
It's important, but we've got to earn the right. If they're running the ball, they're just going to keep running the ball, and I think that when you're a team that's playing from behind, which with the film that we've watched, the Montana States and Northwestern as well as Oklahoma State, when you're playing from behind and you're playing a team that's this potent, everything's open in the playbook. You're trying to stop the run. You've got play action passes. You got max pro shots. There's just a lot of different things that you had to deal with. And so, for us, we've got to stop the run first, and we've got to try to at least close that thing off and put them into situations where they do have to pass in order for us to get after it. And if we can do that, then we'll have a shot on defense to get after it. If not, then it'll be tough because they're just. They do a good job with run play actions and just RPOs and just those types of things that just to a D lineman up front, it feels like run initially. That's what we're playing the run. Then all of a sudden it's a pass, and you've already kind of where you're at with your momentum. Now you're trying to convert that into a pass rush or just kind of keep going. It's a little bit more difficult than if you know it's a pass down and we can kind of get into our track stance and tee off. We need to create more of those.
Then also Oregon, they've scored on a lot of like chunk plays, big pop plays. How can you guys kind of help the secondary kind of mitigate those big pop plays?
Yes, speed things up. You know exactly what you're talking about, which is when we get an opportunity to rush, we got to rush and we got to make them feel uncomfortable and just get them throwing awkward throws. I mean, he's a phenomenal player, and they are where they are. They're a really good team, ranked where they are because they've got good players and good team. But that's the challenge. You know what I mean? When you're talking about just the reference into fighters, right? I kind of think back to just fighters. You never see a fighter go into the ring saying, well, his reach was just 2 inches longer than mine. I mean, and I think I just going into it, I'm just going to lose. You know what I mean? It's when you have a fighter's mentality, it's the name of the game is win the fight. Whatever you know what I mean. What your reach is doesn't matter. I know that you've got a strong right, you know what I mean? I know that you do have a good jab. There's so many. Now we're fighting a fighter that's got good tools and range. But the name of the game is still win the fight, right? And so when people are talking about, and I keep referring back to just fighting, you talk about Mike Tyson versus anybody when he was kind of fighting. It's like, oh, yeah, Mike Tyson's going to win. And Lennox Lewis comes out and is just beating him, right? Now, Mike Tyson was kind of on his way down, but then it's the same thing with Anthony Joshua, right? When he fought Ruiz, then it's like, hey, this guy's got no shot. His body looks like mine. You know what I mean? He comes out there, you land one, you get a shot, and you shock the world. I mean, we don't have the mentality of anything but we're trying to win the fight. It's going to be a dog fight. We're going to bring it. We like to bring it. We want their best. You know what I mean? And they should want the best from us. But I think as a fan, sometimes fans sit and have a lot more comparison as far as just what his reach is, what his record is, what his this is. When the cage closes and the ref says, are you ready, are you ready, let's get it on. You know what I mean? And let's see what happens. And that's why you play the game.
All right. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah.
It wasn't the outcome the team was looking for on Saturday at Texas Tech. You yourself had a really productive day. Where do you see where you're at right now in your development and becoming the player you're trying to become?
Haven't been really focused on too far in the future. I'm just focused on doing the work every day and making sure I'm gaining my 1% every day and committing to that and staying within that process.
Do you feel like some things are starting to come together for you to be able to make the kind of contribution you want to make for this team?
Yeah, definitely. It just feels really like we feel really connected with my guys in the group, and the work we put in together, like it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? And we're I don't know. I just feel very good at confidence from the work we've already put in, and that's where I don't have to think. I'm not thinking about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just seeing the ball's at, and I'm taking off. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to do my thing.
You obviously come from a different environment. Oregon is in your adoptive home right now. What is this Oregon State game? What does it mean to you?
Oh, it means a lot. It means everything. Like we're coming out here to fight. Just like Coach said, like there's no faces, no names, no colors. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's in front of us, we're gonna come out there and fight them. So that's where I'm at, 100%.
Got after the quarterback a little bit more against Texas Tech. I know, obviously, like you said, not the ideal outcome that you were looking for. You had a couple QB pressures yourself. What, I guess, has been working for this group as a whole? And then also, too, what's the biggest area of improvement that you guys need to work on going forward?
Yeah, I think the energy standpoint has been really good this year. Just taking off and striking first. You know what I'm saying? It's a small thing like that. I feel like we're working on just the whole process. Like the details and the individualistic part of it. Like, for example, my takeoff, my first step, whereas other guys have different strengths and weaknesses. You know what I'm saying? So everybody doing their 1/11th and then coming in the unit together.
Now, how important is it for you guys to be able to get some pressure on Dante, right? They haven't surrendered a sack all season yet. It's only been 3 games, of course, but no sacks as of yet. So how important is it for you guys to get after them?
No, we got to get there. We're gonna get there. We gotta take off the ball and just make him nervous. You know, help our guys out in the backfield. You know what I'm saying, in the back end, and just set us up for the dub. You know what I'm saying. You know, fight for those yards, like get those third downs, so we can actually get a full pressure in and set ourselves up.
Anything else? Thanks, DC.
Definitely appreciate.
Well, we'll just start with the question we're asking everybody this week. It's Rivalry Week. You're a transfer into this program, brand new here. What are they telling you about this game? What do you know about this game? What does it mean to you?
Well, what they've told us so far is just that about the team that we're about to play. They've broken down like how many games they've played, who they've played, what the score was. We went over like what they run and what we're gonna get to see on defense from their offense. So it's just mainly been about the game plan and how we're gonna stop them. And that's pretty much been about it. But the rivalry, to me, is a big thing around here because it's plastered on the walls around the facility. So I definitely know that it's a big thing. But we got to treat every game like we treat each game. So same detail to focus and then make plays.
You've obviously, coming from USC, you got a couple of different rivalry games when you're a part of that program. As a player, how are these weeks different, or are they different for the fans but not really so much different for you as players?
For me, I would say just going through with my preparation, I would say I keep as much respect with any team as I do with any team. I don't change it up. I give the same amount of time in to each team throughout the week in preparation. So I wouldn't treat it any differently. But I would say definitely for the fans, I feel like they have their teams that they don't like as much as others. So I think that's a big thing for them.
And the Ducks, they scoring a lot of large pop plays, explosive plays, whether it's running the ball, passing the ball. What, in your mind, what do you guys need to do to kind of mitigate that, limit those pop plays, and keep that offense a little contained on Saturday?
For our defense, we have to play our ball, communicate, handle our job, know our assignments, and play physical and play fast, play with a lot of effort. As long as we do all that, then it's all about us. It's not about who we're facing. Each opponent will give you emotions and shifts. It's about what we do on defense that dictates it. So I feel like we'll be, as long as we're good in our preparation, we'll be fine.
Anything else? Coach Bray said that obviously 0-3 is not where anybody wanted to be going into this game. They said any negativity is outside the room. It's not inside the room. How do you see the mood of the locker room going into this game?
Yes, sir. It's we're just working each day. We're trying to focus on our the game plan. Working out every day through practice, focusing on what we're gonna see. So I feel like the team's morale is definitely up. We're definitely not playing to lose. We're playing to win. So everybody's focused and we're doing our jobs.
Anything else? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.